All right. Hello, everybody. We are back right again. If you heard this voice some time ago, that was just a few hours ago, actually. I just covered Ebasoda's end of service. So if you want to check it out, it'll be published on YouTube at youtube.com/@theblogger. I already have that one streamed over on Twitch as well. So if you want to check out the full vault of that, that's on twitch.tv/theblogger. Hello everybody, we are now back right on the Smioi channel. Hello everybody. Just a little bit of a consensus here. This channel will now be renamed Smioi, Sakura, and Friends, aligned with our mandate to provide real-world solutions to real-world problems through creative means. Where real-world problems is basically around womanhood and sexuality and sexual upheavals. In any case, that shouldn't worry about that too much because it's still in its early stages, I'm afraid. And we recently debuted just by the beginning of this month. Hello everybody, my name is Blubman. On this channel, I represent Smioi Sakura, the caretaker of the unfortunates. And of course, we are here to continue the tradition of talking about Mahoroba Youjo Kitan, also known as Sakura. It's been a while since I last did this, and as per the description, it's now been 1,461 days. That's 1,461 days since it ended service globally, mostly in Japanese market. It's gonna be like, you know, the duopoly of Seiso and Lewd. And globally, it's mostly loot on Notaku and Joren. You already know about that. I actually played that some time ago, and I still have the streams up in relation to its closure. So, bit of a bittersweet, if you know what I mean. But hey, we gotta have to start somewhere, I believe. Anyway, so what does this stream entails? Well, nothing much, just a small talk, and just wanted to outline that about my creative prowess that is already at its what do you want to call this? Creative prowess are at its peak right about now. It's always at peak ever since. It's just only holding back because 1.5 years in hiatus due to call center work. It's just really taking a toll on my creative juice. They need to be let out. So as soon as I officially got out of here with the premise of student era, I took my creative juice out of it and yep, just doing whatever it needs to do. And of course, alongside that, we're going to be having new overlays in relation to the stream as part of it being on VTNet. Which is my one-woman multi-VTuber experience, which includes ASMR Garden, Emission/R30 Hina Lidram, you know, the alternative, Sandy Mana, which will begin tonight, and RT600i. If you want to check it out, go over to the stream over at youtube.com/@themoon_follow, or click the info card that will be right on the stream after we successfully finished streaming. I'm gonna be doing that in post. So what does this entail? Because you said there's nothing much to be discussed around here for Mahoroba wise. Well, that is where things are about to get real interesting. The main reason why I do that is because there are going to be some upcoming changes that will be that will signify how we interpret the Mahoroba, the realm of Mahoroba, or the world of Mahoroba rather. What do you want to call this? Return to writing streams, that is for certain. And most of the writing streams, if in terms of life after Mahotan, they will be on this channel going forward. So like the behind the scenes on its on its natural habitat, which is going to be this channel going forward. Most of my writing streams are going to be most of my streams initially are on the main channel, but since this is connected to Mahoroba one way or another, I have decided Life After Mahotan will begin its streaming regimen, or will continue its streaming regimen here on this very channel. And I did read the pieces that I have left behind in here, so not much in here. Also, there are going to be some new developments along the way, including new Viroid models as part of the expansive nature of Sumiyoi, Sakura, and Friends. I already have debuted 5 of those, so let's go ahead and take a look at those. So the first one is going to be, if it stops freezing apparently, is Ichimiya Arisa from Tamashii Insert. By the way, this Miyoi Sakura, the actual VTuber, is based on the actual character from Oto-sama Yomeri Koso from Mary Jane. Tamashii Insert, also from Mary Jane as well. This one here is Kimura Aria from Rakuen Shinsoku, Island of the Dead, produced by Shoten. Next on the list is going to be Yoshida Saki from the infamous 177013 Metamorphosis Emergence Henshin by Shido-L, the birth of the the idea of Metamorphosan Legacy. Actually, a little bit of fun fact before we continue doing this is because initially when I thought about expanding that going forward, initially I look about like mangas or something like that, and I just read 177013 after like getting much into it and being exposed to those memes. I felt like this is like heart-wrenching, and I just like reread it again. So I finally unveiled something, albeit on a particularly niche note. Project 177013. You can check it out on 177013.github.io, in which we'll get to that in a little bit. But there have been some major updates, which we'll discuss later. Back to the models, we have Maigo Kutsu from The Girl in the Back Alley, which was released by AS109. She is basically the unknown, the girl with an unknown name. I just gave her the name because why not? And finally, for final member of the first batch, Miyuri Natsuki from Natsuki's Life in Prison by Play Meow. She looks very lovely, to say the least. I can definitely admit to that. So yeah, let's go back over to Yoshida, because there are going to be something that I'm going to be needing you guys to take a look at. And for now, let's go ahead and look over what's going to be the game. Yeah, let's do Mahoroba BGM again, because why the hell not? Control F, because why not? It's now 17:45, which is 5:45 p.m. JST, 16:45, which is 4:45 p.m. PHD. So, well, apparently I actually had... This looks strange. It's lagging. Okay. So let's look on the VS Code for a moment. And yes, it is my desktop, as you can see. I should have launched VS Code just before all this, because yeah, this is going to be bad. Man, one moment. Okay, I gotta remove the tracking for now before it gets worse, because there's a whole lot of workloads there. Right, so basically we got 177.013.github.io over here, which is actually a folder. But until we enter... yeah. Yeah, this one. I am almost done with that, but still have a lot of work on here, so... Okay, so we'll let it lint itself, I believe. So after it's done, we're gonna go ahead and just put some things on it, I believe. Oh, come on, not the Maxim. Ah, my lord! Okay, so the issue is, I actually had Maxim previously during my call center work in here. I still have it with me because... what the hell? Metro Manila support, Maxim supports Metro Manila. So we'll do Python 3-m http.server 1119. 1119 basically means 19th of November. Mama No's birthday. Don't know why I had that as a port, but I had that as a port ever since. So we'll do MS Edge in private because we're still not done opening stuff. Oh lord. Okay, we got 177.1. Alright, we got localhost. 1119 is basically the port for the localhost because http.server relies on localhost. So we got that one, but for some reason it doesn't have the splash screen, so we gotta deal with that. So see, it saves. It is saved. Let's reload. So here's the latest incarnation of the website so far. Yeah, 177.013 right over there. And then here's the website in detail. This is basically what it looks like. And we have some socials on the bottom, on the top right of here. This the color that I've used is in the hex of C00, which is dark red. A dark red, which is basically dark red in PowerPoint or Microsoft Office, but I delegated it as the red portion of this project. So it does say here, preserving the metamorphosis legacy in pursuit for the betterment of all, and the project's concept. This project is born initially out of an idea regarding the term metamorphosis legacy, tied to the 2013 doujin Metamorphosis Henshin Emergence 177013 by Shindo L. This was supposed to be aimed at revitalizing Yoshida Saki's story and give her the happiest ending that she deserved for so long. However, the change of shift is due to the fact that multiple titles varying different genres often lead to a related outcome. Through its creative prowess, this project has updated its mission to offer real-world solutions on issues surrounding womanhood through creative means. And this also has the acknowledgements here on the bottom. It says 2025 Development and Associates, which is basically my organization. Some assets 2013 Shindo L. Although you can't see it, I do apologize. But some assets 2013 Shindo L. This is what it says on the very bottom of this. I'm still not done with this one yet because I still have to update the Sumiyo's website. So initially, the the website just looks like this. The new home of Project 177013 and Sumiyoi Sakura and Friends. 2025, the Blumman Associates. So what happens right afterwards? I have no idea. But if we look over to the old website of Sumiyoi Sakura, which is hosted on my repository, we're moving. Project 177013 is the new home of the Sumiyoi, as well as other projects aiming to preserve the Metamorphosis legacy and give light to our mission in offering solutions to real-world issues. Learn more about the mission, click the button below, and this directs to the designated page on VTNet. Total archival and closure will commence in the following date, because it is going to be the total archival of this will commence on the 1st of January at 12 a.m. JST, 31st of December, New Year's Eve, at 11 p.m. PHT. So which basically means 11 p.m. on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day at exactly 12 JST. So right about now, if we're looking at 170013.github.io/Sakura Sumiyoi Sakura channel, and Sumiyoi Sakura and Friends, we're working on it. We're currently working on the website following our switch. We'll bring you more updates as they come in on X and VTNet on it. Alright, so what does it relate with Mahoroba, you may ask? Because we discussed things about 177013. We discussed things about Sumiyoi Sakura. What does it mean for Mahoroba Youjo Kitan, you may ask? Well, this boils to the fact that Mahoroba Youjo Kitan and the fan sequel, the Life After Mahotan, will be a part of, what do you call this? A part of the Friends and the collection, which is Project 177013 going forward. So with that said, let's open the camera again. There we go. Yeah, so Mahoroba will enter its new phase as part of the Friends and the 177013 project going forward. So yeah, bigger times ahead for this project, and everything else in between. And alongside that, there are going to be new Unfortunates that will debut as Batch 2 of the Unfortunates, but they will be debuting later on, though, because there are going to be some things that I'll be dealing with right at this time. But never fret, some of them are going to be based on basically the characters from Mahoroba Youjo Kitan, including Yuki Musume, which is basically Yuki Onna. She's going to be playing an integral part on the Batch 2 of the Unfortunates in this case. JX Lee 2277, hello everybody, and hello and welcome to the stream. We're just talking about Mahoroba Youjo Kitan and the upcoming integration into Sumiyoi Sakura and Friends and Project 177013. If you don't see it right now, this is Yoshida Saki from 177013, revitalized as a VTuber. So yeah. Good times ahead. So yeah, nothing much to work on because I mean that's just what it basically is, and I'm very much excited for what's ahead for us. If you have missed the other portions of, or the first portions, or several first portions of this this video, or this stream rather, it will be republished as a VOD right after the stream. So no worries. You're not hearing, you're not seeing much. Anyway, that will be just about it. A quick highlight for those who have missed. We are entering the 4th year since Mahoroba Youjo Kitan ended service which commenced last 2022, 4 years ago. We discussed about the future of life after Mahotan because apparently it's been 1.5 years since I was out of it because of call center work. If you want to learn more about it, go check out #AgaTalks over on my main channel, which is youtube.com/@11. Unveiling and also revealing the Project 177013, which is revitalizing Metamorphosis and Legacy and everything in between, which will also mean Sumiyoi Sakura channel will now be renamed to Sumiyoi Sakura and Friends, where Sumiyoi Sakura herself is going to be the key benefactor and the caretaker for the unfortunates, which includes Yoshida Saki and the eventual unfortunates, which will be on batch 2, which will be what do you call this? Some characters from Mahoroba Youjo Kitan. So it's gonna be taking some time. It's gonna be taking a lot of effort since I'm also gonna be writing them as well, like this. So let's switch back to Sumiyoi. Assuming that's me. All right, here we go. Anyway, that will be just about it. And also as a quick side note, Sumiyoi Sakura is now officially a part of VTNet, a one-woman multi-VTuber experience that aims to consolidate all VTuber experiences under one roof, born from an idea that any VTuber can have multiple experiences at the same time. So me having multiple VTuber personas alongside my own self, which is allow me to show it to you. One moment. My mouse is a bit finicky today. I do apologize. Which is this one? Yeah, this is my actual look. Don't believe me! This is my actual look. Like, you know, it's based on Mother. If you want to learn more about it, go to vitrasmarias.github.io/redirect/Maria Prelude, or horrorshopgames.itch.io/mother, which is basically this one. I recolored it to green sometime last 2022, and I fell in love with it ever since. It's now my main VTuber. So yeah, multiple VTubers has been my specialty ever since I got Alternative, I got Sumiyoi, I got RT600i, Sanrimana, and a whole bunch of other VTubers that I haven't been able to debut at the same time. They might be integrated in some other existing VTuber experiences. Not even entirely sure. Anyway, that will be just about it for the discussion. And we commemorate 4th anniversary since Mahoroba Youjo Kitan shuts down. And we'll see what this entails. Not sure if Fusion Studio and EXNOA will give us some of their feedback regarding this, or maybe some inner workings, because the main focus right now is revitalizing titles that have been ended service, especially those that have been very much notable to yours truly. So, yeah. Anyway, that will be just right about it. Later on, we'll be streaming tonight, for Senrimana. A little bit of a teaser for you. We are going to be using version 2 of the Senrimana model. It's also on Vroid Hub if you want to check it out. Go to hub.vroid.com and type Senrimana, SENRIMANA. So yeah, that will be about it. I would like to thank you all for being a part of this journey so far. And 4 years. It's been 4 years. But we still keep on remembering it like it was yesterday. Because that is exactly what I'm doing at this point. So, yeah. That is pretty much progress right now. But we're still grinding. We're still going. We're still keeping the lights on for this. Despite the fact that it already has ended service. And true to the fact that it is, Ebasoro already had ended service as well. So we're also going to be revitalizing that as well by, like, you know, putting in the mainstream or something like that. Do Vroids, do cosplays, whatever it is, just to keep the spirit alive. Mama Weedy will be the first on the list, though. Mama Weedy will be the first on the list, though. Don't you guys worry about that. Also Mama Karen also Karen as well. Oh gosh. That will be like just about it. And I'll see you guys next year for another commemorative anniversary of Mahoroba Youjo Kitan / SAKURA on its 5th anniversary since its closure. We'll see how much progress we have ever since the statement on the street. I'll see you guys next year for this topic, but if you want to learn more about what I do, head over to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@theblum. Again, youtube.com/@theblum. Sumioi Sakura is also now on VTuber. That's vtuber.com/sumioi-sakura. Senri Mana, that's vtuber.com/senri-mana. And basically many more. If you want to learn more about VTNet, visit tbmassoc.github.io/VTNet. I'll type it out for you guys. There you go. That is, I'm gonna have to pin this as well so you guys can definitely see it. Yeah. VTNet, that is tbmassoc.github.io/VTNet. Project 177013, that is 177013.github.io. Sumioi Sakura and friends, new landing page 177013.github.io/Sumioi Sakura Sumioi. That will be just about it for the 4th anniversary of Mahoroba Youjo Kitan Sakura ever since its end of service 4 years ago. 30th of June 2022. We'll see you tonight for Senri Mana channel. That will be via YouTube, youtube.com/@senrimana. And later on, we'll have hashtag State of VTuber Season 3, Episode 11. I'll see you guys later. For this topic though, I'll see you next year. Bye-bye!